Everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, but we are jumping right in to the October Boxycharm by IPSY. We're going to do a full unboxing review, and I wish we could do a demo, but this month is... I'll show you in a little bit. So if that's something you're into, make sure to keep on watching, and don't forget to subscribe because I upload sometimes, and that'll be the best way to stay up to date on all the fun stuff I'm posting. And I promise I'm getting better. I will be here regularly, but if you want to jump into the Boxycharm by IPSY for the month of October, stay tuned. All right, so when we go through the box, as always, we're going to see, would I be better off taking, at this point, the Boxycharm by IPSY is like 35 bucks, more if you're in Canada. I know there's some shipping and some taxes. So remember when it was 25? So basically, when I look at these boxes to determine, is this worth the price? I'm going to say, would I be better off taking $35 and going to Walmart, Amazon, Ulta, Sephora, Target, wherever you get your beauty products, and buying something I want, or getting the subscription box instead? Now, as always, this is sent to me for reviewing purposes. This is not sponsored, but I didn't pay for it. So you're still going to get my honest opinion. Just know when I say things like this box is worth it or isn't worth it, I didn't actually have to pay, but I can still tell you if it's worth 35 bucks or not. And this might be a month where it's cutting it pretty close to not being worth it. First item out of the box is from Iconic London, and this is the Booming and Gleaming Eyeshadow Palette. And I feel like I have gotten so many Iconic London palettes, and they have some amazing products, and their eyeshadows are not one of them. I have used so many of these palettes. I might have actually even gotten this exact one. It might have been a little different. I don't actually know because I don't have them anymore because I get rid of them because the formula is patchy, chalky, not blendable, and if this is an updated formula, then the color story is pretty, and it's something that I think could be a nice, neutral, staple, everyday palette, especially as we get into fall. However, if it is the same Iconic London formula, which I would assume it is because it's the same fingerprints all over it, Iconic London packaging, it is going to be a pass from me. Now, they have some amazing products. Their bronzers are phenomenal. Their liquid highlights are amazing. I have been a fan of their shimmer setting spray for years and years and years. They have some of the best glow products on the market. For some reason, their highlighters are great, but their eyeshadows are, again, patchy, powdery, and just not what I would expect. It's 2023. This is like 2012 quality as far as the powders. That sounded really horrible, but you know what? I'd rather be honest. Next, this is from the brand Pomelo & Co. It is the Vanilla Boost Ultra Repairing Hair Mask with coconut and almond oil. So for anybody who has an almond allergy or a tree nut allergy or any of those nut allergies, do not use this product. This is going to be one where I'm kind of on the fence because, as you guys know, I do have a sensitivity to coconut. It causes me to get hives when I use it in body or skincare products, especially on my face. So I'm a little bit skeptical to use this on my hair because hair, drip, scalp, I'm going to end up with breakouts and hives. That is not anything bad about the product, and I do want to say that my allergy does not make it a bad product. You just know I'm super sensitive to coconut. Now, the one exception I found is I can use lip products with coconut, and I have no issues if I ingest coconut. But for some reason, when I use a coconut oil, coconut water, or anything in my skincare, I tend to have a bad reaction and break out. So that is also going to be a pass from me. I need to stop filming in the middle of the day because then the sun goes behind clouds and everything gets dark, and then I have to adjust my lighting. The next product is from Huda Beauty, and it is the Lip Contour 2.0 in the shade Pinky Brown. Now, this is a product I will absolutely be trying. I'm a big fan of lip liners, and Huda makes some of the, my classic favorites came from the brand. What I didn't love is that they almost marketed it as you needed to use a certain lip liner with a lip color, and I don't believe that that's the case. I love when you get an ombre, and I love when somebody has, a color that they use for pretty much everything. To me, a neutral mauve-y lip color like this is something that I will use with any nude, any peachy, any pink, and I don't even need to wear a lipstick for it to look good. I'm going to grab a mirror and show you. All right, so as you can see, my top lip is kind of non-existent. I've been loving the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm. It's like a sheer brown tone, and I've been wearing this for weeks and weeks and weeks. I'm a big fan of it. So I'm just going to show you how even with no makeup on currently, you can still use a lip liner softly without it looking like you put on a whole lip. Because I know there are so many people who do like mascara and lip and that's it, and they don't want it to look like they did too much. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to very lightly just define my upper lip. Right off the bat, I think this is a phenomenal color because it sort of blends right in with my natural lip tone. And you see how, like, I haven't feathered it down at all, but it's starting to just give me a little bit more of that lip line. Now, I traced my lip line so far, but you'll notice that this side of my lip looks a little higher. That's because my lips naturally are a little higher on that side. So I'm going to overline just slightly on the other side to even them out. And once I feel like that line is sort of where I want it to be, I will take my finger and pull that line down just to soften the edge. And then I'll do the exact same thing on the bottom lip. You'll notice I have a little bit of discoloration right here, that little white spot. It's not vitiligo, but I don't know what it is. I just have no pigment at this little corner of my lip. So I will take the liner and just cover that whole thing right up. And again, blurring with my finger. And right now, you can see that I put lip liner on because there's nothing on the center of the lip. But once I put that product on, you'll see it doesn't even look like I have anything but a gloss on. But the formula is very creamy. I did notice on the top lip, I had a little bit of an issue blending because I let it dry down too quickly, which means that you don't have a lot of playtime with this, which is actually a good thing. It means your lip liner is not going to bleed or feather or smudge. You just want to make sure if you like to blend your liner, apply it, blend it, apply it, blend it. Don't apply the whole thing and then expect to blend it. It does dry down pretty matte, which again, not a bad thing. And then just taking your lip gloss or your lip color, and it looks like I just put on a soft lip gloss, a Your Lip Better, but because I did that liner, it definitely made my lip look fuller and more even and more consistent in shape. But I don't need to have a full face of makeup for this to look weird. Like, you know how sometimes you put on a lip and it's like, all right, I didn't put on enough makeup to carry this lip? This, super easy, super neutral, amazing color. This is a win for me. The next item out of the box is from the brand Ace Beauty, and this is a 1, 2, 3, 4-pack of eyeshadow brushes. Now, I think, just looking at this right here, with the shapes in question, there's a glare, this is, in my opinion, the perfect essential eye brushes because of the shapes it includes. So, the amount of times you get an eye brush set and it's like 6, 7, 8 brushes and you really only need a handful, these are the 4 shapes that I pretty much use consistently, and if you've seen any eyeshadow video I do, you will know I like a big fluffy brush for diffusing the crease, a flat dense packer brush for pressing color on the outer V and into the crease. I'll then go back and blend into something like this. I love a pencil brush for the lower lash line, and then I like a little bit of a dense smudger brush for pulling my cream or powder foil shadows over the lid. So as far as that, ignoring the quality because I haven't touched them yet, this is like the perfect essentials kit. Now, Ace Beauty is one of those brands where I've never been upset with the products I've gotten. They really do have quite a bit of, items in their collection that have been great, the eyeshadow palettes especially. Now, right away, I will say they're definitely not the densest of brushes. So if you're looking for like, I want a very detailed line, these may not be for you. But if you like that airbrush super blended, this will definitely work for you. These two are dense enough that you can get a decent smoky eye. I will use them in an upcoming video, but I do not want to use these with an eyeshadow palette that I know I'm not going to like, just because I want to try the brushes. I will use this in an upcoming video with a palette I already know I like. That way I can test if these can hold up to that. But I will say from like anybody who's getting an IPSY or a Boxycharm looking to expand their collection because they're either new to makeup or because they just really don't know what sort of brushes they need, this will get you any eyeshadow look you're looking to do. And the last item is from the brand Ulla Henriksen, and this is the Truth Juice Daily Cleanser, which will remove makeup with orange fruit water and PHA, which is polyhydroxy acid. This is something that they've put in all of their exfoliators. So I have actually used this product before, back when I worked in Sephora. I don't know if this is an updated packaging, but I have used the Truth Juice Cleanser. Believe it or not, when I was younger and I went into Sephora to get my first skincare routine, I must have been late high school. I remember asking the person there for some help, and this was long before I worked at Sephora, and they were not helpful at all. I had saved up like $400 to go to Sephora to get a skincare routine, and I had no idea what it was going to cost, and $400 is excessive, but I was ready to spend whatever it took to get my skin where I wanted it, and I was young, and it was a hobby that I wanted to pursue. Anyway, I remember going in, and as a young male walking into the store, they immediately wrote me off, and they handed me like a $50 Ulla Henriksen trial kit that had a small size of each, and I bought it. And in hindsight, they could have gotten me to buy whatever they recommended, and I did end up really liking their collection, and there are items in the Ulla Henriksen line that I have then used over and over, but I definitely feel like, nothing against the brand, I sort of have this chip on my shoulder where I resent the brand because some girl in Sephora wrote me off as a waste of her time like 20 years ago. So that's a Brett problem, not a Ulla Henriksen problem. But I have revisited this cleanser over the years, and it is a really good one. The one thing I will say is it says it cleanses and removes makeup. I do not agree that that is something any cleanser does well. You take an oil-based cleanser to remove your makeup, then a water-based cleanser to cleanse the skin. Anything that claims to do both, I don't personally believe in, unless you are washing your face with it twice. And even then, not something I recommend. All right, so looking at the box as a whole, ignoring my allergy, which is not their problem, the only dud product for me was the eyeshadow palette. And with the price of the cleanser, the price of the lip liner, you definitely are getting your $35 out of this box. I'm not going to say that this is the most exciting box I've received in a long time. However, I really like the lip liner and want to try it with like a full glam look. Let me know in the comment section if that's something you want to see. And yeah, for me, definitely a win. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.